anyone that's not hitting their goals in this room that's been in here for at least a year, if you're trying to leave your job or whatever, you're stuck on something, right? Whether it's habits, it's false belief, or beliefs in yourself, you're stuck on something. So you got to figure out what that is. Next is goals. I'm a big goal person. And really, I think Chris touched on it, we are closer than what we really think to our goals. And that could be one relationship, that could be one deal away. That could be one new habit away. And sorry, my phone's going off. This is actually our squad call. I think that's my reminder. So you guys are interrupting my squad call. So yeah, we're closer than what you really think to your goals, and whatever those are. And those goals should be changing, right? They shouldn't just be, I'm gonna leave my 9 to 5 and I'm gonna chill. To me, that's an empty hole. So goals should also be big and a fast timeline, but they can't be unrealistic because your mind can't compute it. So if you're making $1,000 a month right now and you want to get to $100,000 a month by, within 6 months, your brain can't really compute that. Plus, you may not even know someone that's done that. So get around people that have hit your goal, learn from them, study them. And I added this, attach your confidence to your intentions, not your results. Heard that the other day, I thought that was cool. I'm a simple dude, so little quotes like this gets me fired up. Discipline is another key fundamental. I remember back to Shane. Shane's getting a lot of plugs. Getting a lot of plugs. This is a good story. So a year ago, when you spoke, we found out you're a great speaker, right? But you talked about not wanting to go up. You kept thinking about, you know what? If I just left, it'd be okay. I'd just walk out that back door. I can completely relate, right? I was thinking about it. But you had the power of the room behind you where that wasn't an option, right? And us as entrepreneurs, especially solar entrepreneurs, we don't have a group of 50 people behind us basically pushing you like, hey, I got to send out 100 mailers this week. We don't have that. So you've got to work on your discipline. I think we all use excuses. I know we all use excuses. I do. There's no deals. There's no money. There's no time. Guess what? People are doing deals at any point in time in the economy. I just got a Facebook message from, I have no idea who the guy was yesterday. Is now a good time to buy deals? Yeah, man. Yesterday was a great time. Like, you should always be looking for deals. It's always a great time to buy. And then you're going to have seasons of grind, right? You're going to have seasons that maybe you're not as productive, but you're going to have seasons of grind and you may have to give up some things. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just keep your eye on the prize. And then we've got action steps to take here. So education, which obviously everyone in here is doing. You're in the right room, you're learning. The best investment is investment in yourself. Just don't overeducate, right? I see that a lot. People trying to learn too much. You just got to take action, and we're going to get to that in a second here. Create systems with your new habits, and those are going to completely change. So what you're doing, what I'm doing today, is completely different from 6 months ago, way different from 4 years ago, way different from 10 years ago, and I'm seeing different results, right? Everyone in here can say that. And you got to keep tweaking too. It's never a finished product. You got to keep tweaking. So take action. In my opinion, belief and taking action may be the two most important things. ISS in spring, a couple of you guys were there. Remember the great Terry Royce asked me, I think it was the night before, he said, so I had the opportunity to speak at ISS in Vegas this past spring. And Terry asked, he was like, are you nervous about it being great? And I said something like, being a smart ass, I was like, no, I just have to show up. And we kind of laughed about it. But afterwards I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I was being a smart ass and was joking around, but I wasn't thinking about being great. I was thinking about, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna put the mic on. Like, I was thinking about the steps leading up to it. I was thinking about the process, not the end result, which I think there's power in that. So I wrote that down. It's good. Who do you have to become? I think Chris touched on this. You've got to become the person you want to be. You got to become that person now. right? So study people. There's people in here that, you know, if you don't have a deal, find people. Nick Paul's got, what, 8, 9 deals, 200,000 square feet. Get with people that have a ton of deals. Study them. What are they doing? Pick their brain. I know that's a bad terminology, but you've got to do that, right? And be in love with the journey, because it's all about the journey. If you're chasing money, it won't make you happy. It won't fulfill you. With that said, I'd rather have money than not, because it fixes a lot of problems. But it's about the journey. It's about who you become. It's about who you help. It's about your legacy, challenges you overcome. That's what it's about. And there's no finish line, right? There's no finish line. I think sometimes we get stuck on that. And I know I was talking to some people last night talking about not that motivated right now. Well, you just hit this huge goal of yours, this huge high, and now it's kind of like a letdown because you don't have the next big goal and you're not pushing yourself. And we all go through it. I went through it. 2021 was probably the biggest one for me, where I did one small deal and I was fat and lazy and sat on my couch and watched Price is Right. Like that's an empty hole. At that point in time, I didn't realize it's about the journey. It's not about the deals. It's not about the money. It's about the journey.